Goody goody everyone, this is Dayhawk bringing to you episode 40 of Shaman King '01. So the last time we saw our heroes, they were getting their asses whipped by these three girls, and luckily Anna saves them and they retreated. And they had their brief reunion. Mind you, it was brief because Anna was like, Anna and Yoh had like a mini moment, but then um, Anna said that, oh, well, it's time for more training. Only this time, you're gonna study Hao's book. And of course, before they started training, they had this meeting of sorts, and they were talking the events from what happened after they left Japan all the way to now, and they are starting to connect the dots that Hao was apparently uh, a patch from 500 years ago, and it's the same person they're facing right now, and also the same person that that started the Asakura line and all that stuff. So all these three people are one and the same. And of course, people were freaking out like, how can this man from way back in Edo period Japan manage to come into the present, sort of into this man called Patch, up to now? Like, how can he do that? And Anna points out that Hao is, back then, mastered five elements. And it got to the point where she even mentioned that Hao can control nature itself, almost godlike. And he's been able to decide which time period he will go to get what he wants, or maybe join the shaman tournament in that particular period and try to become king that way. But it led to the present time, and they figured out, well, it's it's time for you to study the book, and you're the only one that can kill Hao, because apparently the Asakura family name is tainted because of this man. It's like something that needs to be fixed in order to, I don't know, become whole, or it's like an awful stain in their family's legacy, because how their ancestor turned bad and all that. And so as Anna was about to train him, everybody else in Yo's group wants to train along with him. But Anna was putting her foot down, saying that you can't, this is family business, and um we don't want to share, family secrets, and so Ren was like pointing his spear at Yoh, he just points out, well, I will take it by force if I have to. And Yoh was all smiley and giggity, and at first Yoh mentioned, like, I wish I could, but this is family business, and if Anna says that we cannot share the powers with anybody else except for our family, then there's nothing much I can do. But when Yoh said, okay, all right, you could, you know, join me and study the book together, but Anna's training sections are hell. And like, well, I can handle it. I can handle it, Ren said. And so Anna reluctantly agrees, but not really. She just knew that she ends up smiling and like, all right, fine. And so she opens a portal that leads them into Hao's memories, I guess, and they go in. Um, and during the time Anna, Manta, June, and the others wait for them to return, Manta cannot help but feel worried, and rightfully so, because Anna didn't mention this to the boys. And that is, there is a possibility that they could be trapped in there after being succumbed to Hao's ways and all that, to the point where they don't want to leave Hao's side. Because once Hao from the past showed them how to improve and all that stuff, they won't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? They might get seduced and succumb to Hao back then, and they want to stay. The second option, the second, not really an option, but if they manage to get out, there is a chance that they might change, that they might feel sympathy towards Hao. Maybe they would say maybe Hao's way is the right way because what they have seen within in that universe, and they might join Hao. And of course Manta goes in the back and tries to find a way to, I don't know, prevent it from happening. And then Hao pops out, and they had a brief discussion. And what I can remember from that discussion is that Yoh will definitely improve. He will become stronger, but they might change. They might join his side. And Manta's like, no, Yoh is not going to change because of the power of the book. He's my best friend. And Hao was like, really? Believe what you wish. Because Hao is anti-human, and he believes that humans and shamans cannot coexist. That's why he's always like, really? Your friendship is an illusion, and all that stuff. So into the portal, the yo-yos, they witness Hao's life memories, and you get to see him handle the two demons that will eventually become the guardians of the book. And they were impressed. And then Hao appears to them, and let's see, yeah, I'm looking at my notes here. Hao pops up past Hao and tells the group that humans are evil. They are the causes for the world's destruction. they are the cause of nature going out. Um, Humans are evil. Um, Shamans can do things that no human can. And he ends up doing the Jesus act. You get to see him walk on water. You get to see him land on a river of lava. He literally has a hand dip in lava and it doesn't burn him at all, and just tells them that you can do this, you can do that. Shamans are can do anything. And mind you, the boys are in awe of what they're witnessing. And it led them to this final scene that his goal is to create an utopia for shamans. And if he becomes king, he will become one with the Great Spirit and become one with the world. I will bring back nature. Everything will be in harmony. And, the typical, I want to create a utopia. And that's when the boys get all like, like I said, in awe. And so Hao gives them, teach them how to evolve. You see in the scene where he has this speech and ends up with magic empowering them with his words. Now, let me go back a little bit because I missed something. The X laws. The Iron Maiden senses Hao's presence, like she can sense anything in regards to Hao. And Marco figured out that Yoh has the book. I don't know how he knew about the book. I don't know. But the Iron Maiden mentioned that there's a disturbance in the force, and gave Marco permission to seek it out. And so they left, and they're pretty much on this looking for Yoh and his team. And going forward now, fast forward, the X-Laws appeared. They found them, and right on time too, because after Hao was doing his speech, whatever, they came out, but they looked like their bodies weren't moving. You cannot tell, like, with their eyes. It's like blank. And Manta was, of course, or everybody else was concerned, like, okay, are you guys okay? What's going on? And then Marco pulls out his gun and unleashes Michael, and we all thought that Yoh and the team were gone. Luckily, it didn't happen. It was unfazed, and you could see all these shadows of their guardian spirits, all like giants, and Yoh in the back saying, like, what are you talking about? We're okay. So they came out of there uncorrupted, and the X-Laws retreated. They didn't fight at all. They just left. But Marco has his concerns that even though they didn't succumb to the powers of the book, he still considers them to be dangerous. Mind you, the X-Law still wants all of them to join them, but we all know the answer to that. But he's like, I'm gonna watch you guys. And so they leave, and then Hao, who witnessed the whole thing, was very impressed, and he leaves. So everybody in that group has a major power boost, and the one thing that ends this episode is where Manta approaches Amiraamaru, but Amiraamaru was like has like this look on his face, like this blank stare, like looking yonder, and Manta's like, "Are you okay? Did something happen?" And that's where the story ends there. I enjoyed this episode very much. It's something that I wish the reboot would have shown, because if you remember, in the last episode of the reboot, Faust mentions that Ryu, Yoh, and himself had received training from the book, but we never actually seen the process. In this version, you've seen the process. What I liked is that Yoh wants to share power with his friends, even though Anna was putting her foot down, that it's Asakura only. And Ren, well, he was determined to take it by force because he said it, but luckily it didn't happen, and Yoh welcomed the fact to have Faust, like all his friends, to to be part of this training. Anything else? The X-Laws, well, as you remember, anything involving Hao is evil, and still I don't know how Marco referred to the book as it, like he knew that it was Hao's book. I don't know if the Iron Maiden told him about the book. I have no idea. All she said was, I sensed something related to Hao. And and she also mentions Yoh having the book, and sends the X-Laws to check it out and see. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me check my notes if I missed anything. But I think I got everything. So what you think? If you guys already seen the episode, tell me what you think of it. Please give a like, and I will see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!